Iru's ready for a live. Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
Hi,
hi
everyone.
everyone. Okay, buddy. Kairu is
So nice
acting
to see
crazy.
everybody here. Let us know what you're going to be reading. And what are you reading, Tiffany?
I am reading. Okay, buddy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's gonna knock me off here. If I lose connection, I'll be right back. Okay, bud. Oh, all right. I know. Thank you, buddy. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. A skeleton in the family
Oh, yeah. I
Ooh,
saw you were reading that one.
by Lee Perry. So I definitely am too tired to do an ebook. So I'll
Yeah,
definitely.
that's the cozy mystery with the real skeleton, like, or whatever, that's like walks around and everything. Yeah, okay. Cool.
nice.
And what about you, Mr. Franti?
I'm reading Midnight Snacks and Murder, Stormy.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you when you were going to start that. I didn't know when you were going to start that. Yeah, that's cool.
You are.
I decided to start it now. I was going to read my school books, but I'm not ready for them yet, so I'll read Midnight Snacks over the weekend.
Cool. Oh, I guess I
What
should
are
say
you
what I'm reading.
Yes. What are you reading?
I would probably start out listening to Gone with the Wind so I can get a little bit done. I'm just gonna work on it a little bit every day. I don't
Good
plan
idea.
on finishing it in April, so I'm not gonna like rush myself unless it's like so riveting I can't put it down. But I mean I have absolutely no clue how it's gonna be. So I may think it's like a slog, or I may be like, oh, this is like really cool and read. So it depends. But I have the audiobook, so I'll be listening to this and kind of following along. And then
How long is the
later,
book?
it's like 1,000 pages, over
Oh
a
my
thousand.
goodness.
Yeah, it's a little over 1,000. It's like 1,024 pages.
Mm.
Oh,
So
the
yeah,
double time.
Wow.
Oh my
it's a
gosh.
chunky one. I didn't realize it was so chunky until I actually got the book, and I was like, oh my god.
Well, the movie's what, 8 hours? 9 hours?
I don't
What?
know.
Oh wow.
They
Yeah.
probably did what, a mini series of it or something, maybe. And then I'll probably work on, also I have the ebook for Saddled Up for Murder by J.C. Eaton.
Yes.
Nice.
Put a little cozy in there. And hi, Nancy says, hello, everyone. Reading Lucille, The Life of Lucille Ball tonight. Listening on audio and reading the ebook. Cool.
Nice.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Jessica Ann. Hi, Melanie says, hi, all. Reading Better Homes and Corpses by Kathleen Bridge. Okay, Kathleen Bridge.
Oh,
Hmm.
I was way off.
I've read that book, or I listened to it, that, and I think either two or three of them. And I liked it. And then I think the fourth one they didn't have on audiobook, and so I had never. But I'd like to get back to it, but I may have to do a refresher of the first book because I remember nothing.
I was way off on the movie. The movie is 3 hours and 58 minutes. So 2 minutes under 4 hours.
Yeah, still, it's a pretty long
I
movie
mean,
for
well,
back
yeah,
then too. Because I
that's
mean,
the double, like two
nowadays we
movies in
have,
one.
yeah, nowadays we have like longer movies, but back then, like, they didn't have like, so that
Yeah.
was quite the epic movie
Yeah.
for back then.
Wow.
I just know I remember watching the movie and looking at my mom going, I can't believe you made me watch this
Oh,
because it does not end good. So I was like,
Cozy, your TV broke. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm
oh, my
sorry.
TV broke, so I have to watch on my phone. Oh, that's
That's a
Oh.
bummer. I'm sorry.
Casey.
And Jane says, hello, finishing Flowers and Foul Play, then continuing with Murder in the Muse.
Nice.
Nice.
Cav says, oh, look, it's snowing. Must be time for a sprint.
It must be. Might as well be. Might as well be.
Exactly.
I guess we time our sprints pretty well with the weather. We know, it's like, hey, time for a sprint. It's time for snow.
Exactly.
And Cozy says, so we have to go get a new TV when my husband gets off work. And so to his and go to his dad's birthday dinner. Good thing I made the readathon 3 days instead of two. Yeah. She's doing is it 72 hour? Is that how it is?
Something like
How
that.
many 3 days?
April.
3 day readathon, like instead of 24-hour readathon. she's doing a little kind of get herself going for April type of thing.
Fantastic.
Hi, Cajun.
Hi, Keisha.
And Hannah says, "Ugh, I just clicked on the live and get a call that my mom's car is ready." A big eye roll. They have the best timing. Not. Well, we'll see when you get back from getting the car. It happens.
It figures.
And Caden says, reading Death of a Lobster Lover by the Haley Powell's Food and Cocktail Mysteries #9.
I like that series a lot.
And Tiffany Cozy hopes you like the Skelton and Family. Hope it translates well on audiobook.
Yeah, it's actually really good on audio.
Is it funny or is it like, you know? I've kind of been curious about that one, but
yeah, I mean, I'm not really far into it. I'm about 30% in, but yes.
Jillian says, "Hi everyone. I'm reading Eternal by Lisa Scottoline tonight." That's a different name. And Jane says, "I really like Skeleton and the Family series." So
yeah, I was excited to start it.
Oh, Melanie says, "Sorry about your TV, Cody." And Jane, yay, midnight snacks.
Wait, where are you in it? And are you enjoying it more than the first one?
For which series?
The Midnight Snacks. Have you started it yet?
Jane's read it. So Jane responded to my TBR video. She's read it and she's excited to see what we think about it, Stormy.
Yeah. And
so
what are you thinking about
how
it right
far
now?
are you in it? And are you liking it better than the first one?
Me?
Yes.
Have you started reading it yet?
I'm a chapter in, and so far, yes, I am liking it more than the first one. I'll let you know more as we go along.
Okay.
All right. And you did remind me that I need to download the audiobook for that too. So.
Yep.
And Koji says, "It happens, just an inconvenience I wasn't expecting right now." Yeah. And Mel says, "Hi, Stormy. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Mr. Francie. Hi, Kairu. Hi, everyone. I just finished watching Mr. Francie's April recap video."
Oh, thank you, Mel Mac. I appreciate it.
Hi, Cozy Reader Bev.
Hello.
And hi, and Bob. I'll do that for.
Hi, Bob.
Says, "Hi, reading French Rain by Anne Taylor. Love her books. I have never read her books. I
like the title."
Yeah. And Nancy says, "I love Gone with the Wind. I've read it twice. Also, Scarlet is good as a follow-up." Yeah. Melissa from Library and Lavadors commented on my video about that because I said I was blaming this all on her because she talks about it all the time. It's like one of her favorites. And so me wanting to read it was all her fault. And she said, I'm fine with it being all my fault, and I hope you like it. And she's like, as for the ending, you can always read Scarlet afterwards if it helps.
Nice.
Hi, Books and Loves. I don't know which one you are, Zach or Casey, or both. Hey, friends. I can finally make one.
Yeah.
You did.
Anna says, "Never mind. Mom doesn't want to go now." Okay.
Oh.
And Mo says, "I'm currently reading Death in 4 Courses by Lucy Burdett.
Yep, Burdett.
Okay. #2 in the Key West Food Critics.
I like that series.
And help me keep track in case I get to reading and I forget, because I'm going to do it 15 after we'll do sprint.
Awesome.
And so Cozy says, "Listening to On Skein of Death, enjoying it."
Nice.
She says, "Sorry, Ro." And Hannah says, "I refuse to watch or read Gone with the Wind." And Nell says, "The Hamptons Home and Garden series changed publishers after book 3, so that may be why they are not on audio." Yeah, I think they are on audio now. I think I've seen that Manner of Dying is just now on audio. So I'm not sure if it's on Hoopla yet or not. But yeah, that could be a reason because they changed publishers.
Probably.
Says, sorry, Ro, about your TV. It's okay. First world problems like just watching YouTube on big screen. I just like to watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
And Cozy says, yes, April kickoff readathon 4-1 to 4-3 on Discord.
Excellent.
Nice.
And Ann says, French braid, not rain. Ah, stupid autocorrect. Well, French rain sounded kind of cool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't think anything of it.
Me neither. And Mel says the print versions of the book changed from mass market paperback to trade paperback, which are larger paperback, kind of like hardcover size after book 3. Oh, now that would be really icky if I was collecting them to have the first one small and the ones big.
Yeah. But good to know the difference.
Yeah. And Bev says, I have no idea what to read. Are you feeling better, Bev? Is your headache still there? Or are you feeling better? And Nancy says, I love Skeleton and the Family. It's a series I will continue.
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
Cozy says, the writing style is a little different, I think, Storm, but the story is great. I love Sid the Skeleton. Have only read book 1, though. Okay.
Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it.
Hi, Annie says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Ruby Red Herring by Tracy Gardner about antique business.
Okay.
And Cozy says, Mr. Francie, what is the temp there? I will convert it. Seems cold. You have long sleeves on.
I do, and I never have a jumper on when I'm on camera, but oh gosh, I think it's about 14 or 13 degrees Celsius. So thank you for doing the conversion for me, Cozy, because I'm really not good with converting to Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cold here too.
Woo.
We had a freeze warning last night, and now it's like 60 degrees. So
Oh my goodness. Crazy.
hi, Mazda said hi, everyone. Nancy says, I love Ann Taylor.
Hey.
And long. She must be because of something she said up there that I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
And Cozy said, Annie, how is it? I haven't heard anything about it yet. And Amy says, happy Friday, y'all. Finished Murder Gets a Makeover, a Jane Austen mystery. Picked back up Honey Roasted. Okay.
Yay.
And we can be your timer, Storm. All right.
Yeah, it's in 1 minute.
And Susan Guest said, hi, everyone. Haven't decided what to read tonight. I finished a chopping spree last night and haven't read at all today. Been working in my garden instead.
Ooh, sounds
Like
good.
That is something that I would like to do, except it's raining every time we turn around. So it's like really, really muddy. So we have rain like the next like 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
Jane says, I watched a documentary on PBS of the making of Gone with the Wind. It was interesting. I bet it was. And it was years ago, though, but it was still good.
Nice.
sounds interesting.
Cozy says, hi, Susan. A day of gardening sounds lovely. Yes, it does.
Quite a path.
Yep. I was like, no, it isn't. Yes, it is. Like you said that, and then right then it like clicked over. Here we go.
I have not seen it yet because I watch it on Paramount Plus. So Kevy and I will probably watch it together on
Good watches.
He
Sunday.
was surprised about Trevor's death and why he wasn't wearing pants. Did not see that coming. Okay.
I am interested. Yes, I'll be excited to see it. Kevy and I watch it together, so I'll probably watch it. Probably Sunday. What you doing, boo boo?
Okay, so we'll read to the top of the hour. Is that good?
Yes.
Yep.
Because that's what I put. So that's what we're doing.
That's exactly right. I'm aye, Captain. I think that Kairu's trying to tell me he's wanting to do things. Aren't
Okay,
you?
and when you come back, I'm gonna go downstairs and get me something to eat because I haven't had my supper yet. So
Okay. We'll go
so happy reading, everyone.
All right, happy reading, everyone.
So how'd you do?
Really, really well, actually. I did well. I'm 12% into Midnight Snacks on Murder, and this one seems a lot more culinary than the first one. So I really appreciate it. But I don't know how you'll fare with that, Stormy, but I'm liking it. So.
Is it funny or anything? Is it?
I mean, it's little, those like moments rather than ha, just one kind of little bit.
I'm hoping maybe the funny bits will put me over if I don't like the fact that it's like culinary.
Yes, we'll see. How'd you do?
I finished a chapter in Gone with the Wind, and that was, well, they do this weird stuff where they put like the chapters in. So I read up like to here in those chapters. So I wouldn't say 24 pages, but I guess 23 pages and a paragraph.
Sounds like you did good though. Are you enjoying it so far?
It's okay. It's a lot of talking about the area and the rumors of war that they're going to have in, because it's with the Civil War and everything. And
right,
I can already tell that Scarlett's going to be a handful, because I'm not quite sure why everybody likes Scarlett. All the boys, they're all trying to get her attention or whatever, and she's just like strings them along, and it's like,
oh gosh.
And that's just the first chapter, so it's like, goodness. Trying to find where it was here. How'd you do, Tiffany? I think you probably talked most of the time, didn't you?
I did. So we had a counselor that has been out. He had cancer and had to leave to do treatment, and he did finish his treatment about a couple months ago, and now he's getting to the point where he's thinking about coming back. So he was calling me, and we were talking about work. I'm so happy that he's doing well. Oh, makes me so happy. Yeah. Yeah. So he's doing really well.
Oh, good.
So Bev says she's been feeling a bit better since work, but it comes and goes, and she's going to sprint and see if it comes back.
Hope the headache stays away.
Yeah. And Jane says our temperature is in Celsius too, so don't know how to convert to Fahrenheit. And Rose said so it's 57 degrees, and definitely on the chilly side for me too.
Gotcha.
And I can handle the 50s if it hasn't been like super cold for like 2 or 3 days before that. But
the 50s is okay if it's not like all wind.
Yeah, or if the sun is out. If the sun's not out, the 57 feels a lot colder than when the sun is out.
Yeah.
Well, I can answer that for you. What? No sun, all wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's cold, yeah. Yeah, like here it's been sunny all day, even though this morning it was in the 30s when we started out. In the car we were hot and had to take our jackets off, and it was like, because the sun makes a lot of difference to me if it's like overcast or if it's rainy and damp, and then 50s feels very different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And Books and Bob says, I'm doing a bunch of admin work, but this will help me get through it. All right.
Nice.
Oh, yay.
And Hannah says 57 degrees sounds nice. It just dropped over here. Some showers coming this way. Yes, we have those showers coming this way too. And we have this thing, I was talking about it on Discord. We have in the town that we spend most of our time in, which is it's a bigger town called Neosho, and they're having their citywide garage sale, and people flock from everywhere. There's people that come from Oklahoma and all those, like they flock from everywhere just to go to this giant, because there's like probably 2,000 people have garage sales and yard sales. I mean, it's huge. And I mean, it was supposed to just be on Saturdays because it was garage sale Saturday. And then people started putting their stuff out on Fridays. And well, it got so bad that they would put their stuff out. Well, the buses couldn't get through the town to pick up the kids. So then they have to cancel school on Fridays.
Oh my goodness.
And so a lot of some businesses will shut down and things, and they just go shopping.
Crazy.
Yeah,
2,000 garage sales. That's insane.
Yeah, and usually they have a map and stuff that you can kind of figure out. But yeah, everywhere you go, you'll see signs: garage sale here, yard sale here, garage sale here. Well, it was supposed to rain, and so I was like, oh no, it's gonna rain them out or whatever. But it was actually pretty decent. It was cold this morning, but it wasn't bad. And we're supposed to get rain tonight, but it looks like the rain may go away by 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So that'll at least give them time to rush and put their stuff out and stuff, and they'll still be okay. Because I thought, oh no, they're gonna get rained out. But there was one time it sleeted, and there were still people that showed up to go garage selling. Now I'm like, people
in the sleet? No way. No way. I don't even like to leave my house if it's sleeting.
So we just went to Antiquish is the place that we like to go to anyway. And they have a huge parking lot. And so there was a bunch of people out there doing their stuff. They probably were selling little lots or something for people to have their stuff out there. And so we just went out there, and that was still crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Cody says it's 76 here now, and that's perfect weather.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's 15. Oh, she must have been telling me it was 15. The clock. She was my timekeeper. Okay.
Right.
And Cozy said, Jane, in the U.S., it's one of the only countries that doesn't use metric system, I believe. We should just convert and try not to be special. No, we shouldn't, because then I'd have to learn all over how to tell whatever. I'm like, I can't do metric. And Mel says, Tiffany, after you watch it, we'll need to discuss.
Absolutely, Mel Mac.
And Hannah says, Cozy, I just said that to a customer yesterday. They were from the UK. No, we do not want to convert. Susan, it is lovely, Ro. I'll see how much of it will survive. I don't have the greatest of thumbs. Her garden. Okay. Oh. And Cozy said, Hannah, we just have to make everything harder on everyone else. Yes. And Hannah said she was reading Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. Moving right along and getting that Harry Potter read along. And Hannah says, we might like making everything difficult. Yep. And Andy says, very good. The museum has hired their family business to research a ruby they think belongs to a valuable pendant. The MC is in her 20s. The sister is a teenager. They were orphans living with their aunt.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't remember what she was reading, but it sounds interesting. And Cozy says, looked it up. Only 3 countries don't use the metric system: Liberia, Myanmar, and the United States. We should all just convert so everyone is the same. And then she said, thanks, Annie. Glad you're enjoying it. It's on my TBR. And Susan says, when do we need to have the second Paige Shelton book done? And I think somebody answered her down below.
The third week in Saturday.
Yeah.
Or sorry, the third Saturday in April.
The third weekend Saturday.
I told you I was tired.
Hi, Anita. She says, hi, everyone. I'm reading Rules for Engaging the Earl by Dana McGregor. That one sounds good.
I like the title.
And then, she said, I thought somebody said down there. She said, thanks. And hi, Amberjen. She just got here. What's your
birthday? Happy birthday.
I forgot you had a birthday yesterday. So. And Susan says, can't decide what I want to listen to, so I'm going to read my ebook, Very English Murder.
Excellent. Nice. I'm reading that too. Well, I'm not actually reading it tonight because I'm too tired to e-read, but.
Are you liking it so far, what you read?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Beth says, I decided on the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I got 3 chapters read. Cool.
Nice, Bev.
Nice.
And
I'm
she got-
considering whether or not to add that to my 2022 TBR. So let me know how you go, and maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, I know that one is just not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people like it.
A lot. Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah.
And Anita says, I read 8% of my book, and Nancy got 33% of Lucille.
Nice.
And hi, Kennedy. She says, hey, just join in, starting The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina.
That sounds like it's going to be scary.
Yeah, I have that one. I haven't read it, but I have that one. So you'll have to let me know if you're liking it.
It's
My
scary,
first-
isn't it?
It's a thriller.
My first thought was romance, and your first thought is scary and still misses the thriller. So I was wrong, you were right. There we go.
So Hannah read 57 pages of Order of Phoenix, and
Nice.
Cajun's up to 49%. Susan, I'm at 10% of A Very English Murder.
You guys are doing awesome. Ooh, finished.
Yeah.
Finished. Flowers and Foul Play, 4 stars. All right.
Nice.
And
That's
Cozy is
amazing.
46% in.
Nice.
Melanie says, I read 10 pages and made supper, spaghetti and meatballs. So that was very productive. And Ambergen says, I'm listening to The Last Conversation by Paul Tremblay. It's short stories. Got 12% in. And that one is probably spooky too, because I think, doesn't Paul Tremblay do spooky, I think?
Oh, wow.
I don't know, but I could believe it.
And Cav says, I read chapter 6 of Trust No One by Winnie Archer, and now I'm craving bread in the worst way.
Trust no one. Oh my gosh, that's a
That
good one.
is what those
Good one.
culinary types do. They will make you hungry. And Jane says, does the book have the scene with the Tartan twins? Well, they are in the book. I don't know what scene, but they both are so enamored with Scarlett and think she's just the best thing ever. And I'm just like, why? And Annie says 12% done. And Jane says, it's the scene that opens the movie on Tara's porch. Probably because she was getting onto them because they were expelled from another school and all that kind of stuff. They think they're such rebels because they were expelled from another school. And now they're probably not going to be able to go to Europe because their mother said if they got kicked out of another school, they weren't going to be able to do their. I was like, oh, such spoiled brats, and it's crazy. And Mel says 26 pages. I took a few extra minutes to finish the chapter.
Nice.
I don't blame you. I would do that too. And Julian said read 63%. And
that's what I'm looking up. I'm trying to figure out who this person is.
Mel says Storm on Hallmark now is a movie starring Christopher Russell. Hallmark Channel now. Well, now I need to go over to my Hallmark Channel and see what movie's on.
I had to look up the person. I didn't know who that was.
I know who he is. I've watched, I think, most of the movies he's in. Nancy says, I agree, Storm. I'm too old to learn the metric system now. And Susan said, I meant greenest of thumbs. I figured that you were meaning that. You know. And Nancy says, I think that's supposed to be hubby is reading with me. He's reading The Final Empire. Yeah. Yep, down below it says hubby.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot. He's reading a Brandon. Oh my gosh. Yes. Brandon Sanders one.
Miss Francie's very excited.
And Mel said, Mr. Francie, I'm glad you liked Murders No Vote of Confidence. Now I'm really intrigued about the reveal. The series is on my SAS list.
Oh, wonderful, Mel Mac. Thank you.
And Nancy says, I like The Couple Next Door. Good book, as I recall. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hannah's read The Couple Next Door. It was super basic thriller plot. Sometimes the super basic thriller plot's okay if I'm interested in it, but if it's like super slow, then I'm like, ugh.
I agree.
And Jane says, Kennedy, I'm listening to it on audio too. Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Cozy says, I think it put my comment on hold for word
Death.
death.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm assuming death.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Although there is an extra asterisk if it's death, so maybe it's not death.
Yeah.
What other word?
That's
happened?
weird. That's weird that it wouldn't let her put that in the comment, though.
I can't think of what else it would be.
Mel said, Cav, craving freshly baked bread is a side effect of reading the bread shop series.
Hi, KB.
Hi, KB. Says, I decided to read The Week in a Way since it's now a Netflix movie. I hope it's good.
Also
I hope it's
sounds
good,
like
too.
things go very wrong. I'm just guessing.
Sounds like it. And Paul Tremblay does thrillers. This is a sci-fi thriller. I
okay.
figured he did some kind of spooky-ish type stuff. Hi, Nadine. Says, I'm here. I'm going to be reading. Wait for it. Meet your baker. Hooray.
Sweet. I'm interviewing her Sunday. She's going to be, this is the second time I'm interviewing her, but she's going to be talking about this time about her books too, obviously, but about her new press, which I'm really excited to hear about.
Kennedy says, I have it on audio as well, Dean. Cool. And Tammy says, if we switch to metric system, I just won't ever be able to measure anything again. And I am so right with you. Or it'll take me like 2 hours to cook something because I'd have to get on there and look up what's the.
Oh my goodness.
And Kennedy says, I just read Not a Happy Family by the same author. I feel she is more of a mystery author.
Oh.
And we shall see. Okay.
There we go.
I can handle mystery, Kennedy. I can handle mystery.
Well, depends. You can't handle gritty mysteries, so.
No, this is true. This is true.
You can't handle mysteries like my shirt.
No. There ain't nothing mystery about your shirt. That's straight up horror.
Well, it could be a mystery, if they're trying to solve like old cold case.
You are threatening to kill people. There's no mystery there. That's a threat.
Oh, and Bev says, I will let you know, Mr. Francie.
Thank you, Bev.
And Cap says, yeah, Melmac, I actually checked out the bread baking book from the library this afternoon, and I'm Hope with Bread Baker, but the descriptions are so appealing. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
And Mel said, Storm, Breezy, and I were discussing Hallmark hunks the other day, and Christopher Russell was one of them. Yes.
I looked him up. He is good looking.
Yeah, I think that was the one, Mel, that you said he can't act very good, but he was sure nice to look at.
Well, he is attractive. He is nice to look at. That is true.
He's in one that involves puppies, I believe. And so, can't get any better than that. So. And Nancy said, he's loving it, Mr. Francie, as I did.
That's so awesome. I do. With that book.
And Bev says, my video camera on my computer isn't working. Going to restart my computer to see if it works. Okay. Hopefully that will work. Hannah says, I'm so used to change. If we switch the metric system, it would be hard to get used to, but life is full of change.
That's true.
But that's a hard change because, years and years of ingrained stuff, then have to try to undo that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Susan says, having worked in the medical field, I'm somewhat used to the metric system. Doctors use centimeters to describe the size of lacerations, tumors, etc. So I often think it's both inches and centimeters.
That's interesting.
Cozy said, I wrote a comment explaining how I liked my book, and the comment is light gray. Do you see it on your end? And it's yes, it's death. No.
It was death.
We do not see it. Or I don't.
Weird.
It's a word we can't use.
I'm pretty sure people have used that word before. That's weird.
Mm.
Was it too long? What did you because sometimes if you write too long of a description, it'll cut you off. Like maybe that's what it did. Because you can only use like so many words in the comment section. I just thought of that.
That's a good point.
And Hannah says, "Cozy, we are on the list after the scavenger hunt with Red Drum in the title."
Could be.
Maybe we've talked about it too much. You're like, we're on a red flag this thing.
It could be death, killing, murder.
Hannah says,
Murder.
"Oh, I have run over my time too."
Oh, gosh, you have.
You all weren't timekeeping with me very well.
Hey, nope, that was on Hannah. Hannah.
Yeah.
Hannah.
I'll read this one. It says, Hannah says, "Kennedy, I read the end of her last summer and did enjoy it."
Nice.
Hannah's in.
Goodness. Okay, so reading.
Hannah's being told.
I don't know why all of a sudden I can't quit.
Nope, it was Lee.
Okay, well, we'll just go from this and just read to the top of the hour because
Yeah.
I don't want to have to calculate anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, happy reading, everyone.
Happy
Happy reading.
I trade something. I didn't.
Oh my goodness. That was different.
Yeah, it worked. I liked it. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. If I knew that we were gonna do it, but I had my book on, so like I was trying to like stop my book real quick because I couldn't hear it.
It's in the brand section over here. It has a little 30-second countdown, but I'm like, I don't know. Can I get it to the right? So I had to keep watching my clock and watching the little like, ooh, 30 seconds. Okay.
What where'd you say it was?
And where it says brand over there on the side, it's got like the banners, brand, and stuff. Whenever if you're on, it's the host person has the stuff over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think this might be where it was. Says, oh wait, I forgot to ask you guys how you did. the countdown got me. So how did your all sprint go?
Yeah, good.
Mine well.
I can definitely say I'm 19% in. I get the funny. It is funny, very funny right now.
Okay.
What a turnaround. Fantastic.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I just remembered to borrow it off of Hoopla while I was.
Oh, well done.
How about you, Tiffany?
Good. I got to 39% my book. I talked to Kevy for a little bit, but then I listened the rest of the time. So now I think everybody that I need to speak with is done. Well, I mean, I'll talk to Kevin again, but not right now. So yeah, so I got to 39%. So I'm happy and I'm really enjoying it. It's a fun book so far.
Cool. I changed to my ebook, so I did Saddled Up for Murder by J.C. Eaton, and it's pretty funny.
Always.
Yeah. The ladies at the beginning, I'm like, I can already tell who's probably going to be the one to die, and all the old ladies are talking about how they'd like to kill her off, so they're going to get like somebody's going to hear their conversation and do it one of the ways that they have planned or something. So Hannah says, Kennedy, I read the end of her last summer and I did enjoy it. And Mel says, Cav, nothing compares to homemade bread fresh out of the oven, smell and taste. Yes.
True.
Mm-hmm.
And Nancy said it would cost tons of money to change the metrics, the speed signs alone, the highway signs, never mind everything else. That is so true. And then Jane says, Tiffany, don't read No Exit. You wouldn't be able to sleep thinking about it.
Thank you, Jane. And you won't get any arguments from me. I'm not one of those kids that like, but I still want to do it. No.
And Mel says, LL, no, Breezy said that Christopher Russell isn't the best actor, but he sure is pretty. I knew it was something like that. Somebody said that. I knew it. He says, I think his acting is fine. It's on par with a lot of Hallmark Channel fare. Is that good or bad, though? I mean,
shady a little.
And KB said, Jane, it was so hard for me to put the book down. Couldn't stop thinking about it, so I read it in one sitting.
Oh.
And Cody said, maybe Storm didn't pay attention. Death. KB said, oh yeah, Tiffany, it's kind of gory. Yeah.
Thank you, KB. I'm out. Gotcha. It's all good.
Nope, it was Lee. Oh, and then she said, Mel says, Hannah, you get blamed for everything, or blamed for something. You always get blamed for something. You blamed her for not telling us about the time. And then Jane says, Hannah, I couldn't put the end of her down. It was so good. I know I'm always getting picked on. Oh, sad faces. I think, is Tiffany frozen?
I think she's frozen.
I think she's frozen.
Oh, she's back.
She's back.
I used to own the house, and now Joe bought it for me.
Oh, what is going on?
Is that what happened, Joe?
Is that your audiobook?
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
We're just going to listen along with you.
Everything popped on. Everything popped on when it came back to life. Everything popped on. So interesting. What was I gonna say?
Hannah says she's always the one that gets picked on.
And that's right, because you're always the one that's up to something.
Hannah says this book's so angsty, and I'm like, they're teenagers now, right? And no, she's on. Well, you're on book 5, right? So it's like, welcome to the teenage Harry Potter.
Right.
Angsty, but with good reason, considering what happened at the end of the last book.
It's been so long since I've read them, I don't remember.
Yeah.
And Beth says, I got 2 more chapters read, and I'm going to give my eyes a break from reading. Starting to feel another headache coming on. Going to watch episode of Call Me Kate.
I have not watched that yet. Have you guys?
I don't even know what it is now. So
It's the girl from Big Bang, the one that married Sheldon.
oh yeah,
Maya Malik or something like
okay.
that. Is that her name?
Yeah, something like that.
She owns a cat cafe, if I'm thinking of the right series.
Oh.
That
Oh.
really is a show, and I think it's Call Me Cat. I think but there is a show that just started, I guess this past year, but I've never seen any of the episodes. I want to, and it has the God, what is the actor's name? Y'all would know him. He's real little, gray hair. He always plays real sassy character. I mean, little itty bitty. Hold on. I don't mean that rudely. I'm very, very short myself.
I think I maybe know who you're talking about. Does he have kind of like a weird, kind of whiny sounding voice, or
Yeah.
kind of, yeah?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I know who you're talking about.
You're not
He's
talking about
in a-
Leslie Jordan.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love him.
Yes.
I just I know he's got like kind of a whiny
Yes,
sound.
yes. He's in it, and I can't remember who else, but I just remember seeing those 2 in the preview.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, Kevy says, hey, I'm going to be using the sprints to
Kevy.
edit my March wrap up. I still need
Nice.
to make my March wrap up. I haven't done that yet. And Anita says, another 8%. All right. It's the final countdown. And sorry, Amber Jen. She said that scared the bejesus out of
It did me too, Amberton. It did me too. I
Same.
thought I was in Final Destination for a minute. I was like, this is how I'm going to go. Looking around for my target, but we're all good. I agree.
And Mom says, LOL, I liked it too. And Hannah says, LOL, that was better than Tiffany scaring the crap out of me with
Really? Because that was scary. I thought somebody was telling me my life was ending in 30 seconds for a second.
For me, it was a little weird because like it takes up the whole screen.
Yeah.
So you can't see anybody. So I'm like, where did everybody go? I hope they come back when it's done.
Wow.
I read 41 pages. Wow.
That's a lot.
Kennedy,
Of
11%.
nice, Kennedy.
Melanie's 46 pages. And
Wow.
Kevy says, in the 4 minutes I was here, I edited about a minute of my video. All right.
That seems about right.
Cajun says up to 74%.
Nice.
And they're down at 79%. Mazda said, I have an hour and 5 minutes left of salted caramel.
Okay, wait.
Oh, you like
I have to
that?
ask, how are you doing in it? Are you enjoying it?
Exactly. It's a salted caramel. I mean, come on. We have to ask.
And Mel says, I hear that Storm has taken a page out of Tiffany's book, scaring us so much for a mellow Storm.
Exactly.
Now, Mel, see? I agree.
Okay, I won't do it again.
Well, if we know it's coming, that
Exactly.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know it's coming till it pops up on there, though.
yeah, but I know that like at some point that was like completely out of the blue. I seriously thought
Just because I forgot to mention that I found
or
the-
what's going on.
Yeah, I forgot to
And
mention.
as you said, it covered the whole screen, so we're just like, oh my gosh, what's
Yeah.
going
I'm like, is there a virus on my computer? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hi, Sherry says, hi, everyone. Missed the
Hi,
first
Sherry.
minutes of the last
Hi.
minute. And Hannah says, hi, Sherry. Nadine, I'm just over halfway through Meet Your Baker, and I'm really enjoying it. The writing is quite good.
Nice.
Hannah, I
Yes.
love Saddled Up for Murder. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's quite funny. And
course.
Julian says another 5%.
Hi, Sam.
Harriet was so funny.
Oh, she
Yeah,
is hilarious.
is.
I've not read that one, but she's so funny.
Cav says I braved the snowy -1 Celsius temps to take a walk while listening on my audiobook. Whew.
Wow.
I don't know what
that's
that is,
commitment.
but it sounds cold.
Wow. Wow.
And KB said 12%.
Nice.
Mel says, I only read 8 pages. I don't know why. Apparently, what I'm reading isn't the only mystery I'm involved in this evening. Eyeballs.
Well, that is cryptic.
Yeah. James says, I'm close
Melmac,
to what?
are you Melmax? Send blink twice if you're okay. Are you trying to
Yeah.
send us signals? Like Lee the other day. Yeah, it was great. I almost got abducted.
Yeah. It's like lead with that first. Don't say it was great.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jane says, I'm close to finishing the Christie book I'm reading. Murder in the Muse is one of 4 stories in the book. One of 4 stories in the book, I guess.
Gotcha.
Hannah says, Santino Fantana is going to be in the new Hallmark movie tomorrow. I want to watch it so bad. I have no idea who that is, but I have seen the commercials for the. I don't know which one it is.
I'm looking it up right now.
I was going to say, I think Tiffany's on it.
I have to know who they are when they're talking about them.
And he says, this book sounds cute. An elderly lady must not be crossed, but it wasn't. The MC is a murder, and that is not a spoiler. The killing starts in the 2nd chapter. So twisted.
Oh.
The book sounds cute, but it's not so cute. Huh? Whatever she's
That's
reading.
different.
Hey, it's the
That's
murder.
different. And yeah, he's cute.
Oh.
Yeah. We have to pay more attention to whenever they put them on their names up or something. Because I don't know which one he is.
I don't know who anybody is. I had to look it up.
And Gabby says, Jane, I haven't read that one yet. I've seen an adaptation of Murder in the Muse, though, and thought it was a great story. Cool. And Hannah says, not true. Mel Mac is up to something.
I'm not. So her being up to something does not negate you being up to something. You realize that, right? Like,
yeah, you don't have to join in, right? They're
just because she's up to something doesn't mean that you're not also up to something.
And so everybody must have been yelling at us in the comments.
Yes, Leslie Jordan. That's exactly who it is. And Kennedy said, I love the Big Bang Theory.
She says, you are correct, Tiffany. I really enjoy the TV show.
I'm going to have to give it a try. It looks funny. I've only seen, previews. So.
And Kevy's like, ooh, call me Cat. Swoosh Kurtz is one of my favorite actresses from House of Blue Leaves and Pushing Daisies. So I have to watch it for her. I just wish she was in it more.
Oh, yeah. That's the mom from Mike and Molly.
And everybody,
you ever watched that with Melissa McCarthy? The TV show Mike and Molly with Melissa McCarthy. That was the redheaded, the mom.
Oh.
Watch out, everybody. Cozy's back.
Did you get a new TV?
And says, I listened while I got ready, just waiting for my husband to get here. And Cozy says, Annie, I hear the title was very misleading. Sounds like it. Sounds like it was very misleading. And Cozy says, we're going to a restaurant called Lumberjacks. Not sure it's just a West Coast thing. Has a giant lumberjack statue outside and a log cabin-like design. I've never heard of it, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. It sounds really fun.
And Mazda says, I liked it a lot so far. I want to see what everyone's talking about between the two dudes.
Mm.
Oh,
A salted caramel.
Yeah,
She's
is that
talking about
Abel
Aiden.
and or
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Susan said another 5%, and Melmax got you giving you the eyeballs there.
Don't worry, Mel, I'm watching you.
It is 15 after, so I will put it up here, and I will not scare everybody this go around. And we'll read to the top of the hour. And happy reading, everyone.
Happy
Happy
reading.
reading.
So how did everybody do?
I got to 53%. So I did really good tonight. This is a fun story. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely different.
How about you?
Right. I got 25% in, and yeah, definitely book 2 is better than book 1. So really happy that.
Cool. That makes me feel good. I hope I like it then. So
I hope so too. Can't wait to talk to you about it. How'd you do?
pretty good. I got a lot distracted, so I got to 10% in Saddled Up for Murder, and there was a Lee Child reference, and I was like, "Huh, Jack Reacher." So I was like, he told her mom that she wasn't Lee Child.
Oh,
So I thought that was funny.
Nice.
And then I stopped on a chapter and I didn't want to go further. And so I listened to a couple percent of Angel's Peak. That's the 9th Virgin River book that I'm buddy reading with my friend. So,
Nice.
and
such a
so
good series. Such a
it
good
is.
series.
Though she's already finished it. Like she started it like I think the last day of March and she's like finished. She really likes this series, which it's kind of funny because before she was like really just horror mystery thriller was like mainly what and then she kind of branched out to a little bit of romance, and then it's like, you know, every now and then, but she like really really likes this series. So it's like, what are we gonna buddy read this, you know, this month? Well, we could do another Virgin River book. It's like, okay.
It really is a good
Yeah,
series. It's a very good series.
She only gave this one 4 stars. She said it's the first one. She usually gives them 5 stars because it didn't have Mel in it.
Oh,
She was upset because Mel wasn't in it and stuff. So I was like, oh no Mel. And anyway, so Mel said, LOL, I just got chatting and doing odds and ends stuff during that sprint, the last sprint. And Hannah says, no Mac chatty. That was funny. And Kev said, and I love that book. It's the sequel to Elderly Ladies Up to No Good. I like the second book even better than the first.
okay.
But the Elderly Lady is Up to No Good sounds like it shouldn't be spooky, but the one she's reading sounded kind of.
Yeah, and the cover on the Elderly Lady Up to No Good looks like a cross stitch. It looks all cozy, and then I've heard like I'm like, whoa, okay. Come here, baby.
Sometimes they need to pay attention to how they like market some things, because if it's gonna be not cozy, they shouldn't give it a cozy cover. That's how they get bad reviews. That's how they get bad reviews, because people are like, oh, this looks like a nice cozy book, and then they're like, this isn't cozy, 1 star.
Well, it does. I don't know if I go to those kind of, you know, but like it does irritate me if I'm,
Yeah.
you know, if I pick up something that has a princess on the cover and then it's about a mechanic going rogue, and I'm like, I don't know. I just, you know, it's misleading. It's misleading.
Well, I've definitely gave books a lower star rating because it wasn't what I expected.
I have too, but I don't. But I'm just saying, like 1 star. I wouldn't necessarily.
But I'm just saying, I know there are some. When I've read like 1 star reviews,
oh yeah,
that was a lot of what it is. It's like, well, this was marketed wrong, 1 star, and it's like you could have just quit reading it. Hannah says he was Prince Han in Frozen or Greg in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. He's so attractive. Oh, that Santoni.
He's cute.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't remember Frozen, and I'd never seen Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, so that wouldn't help me then.
I haven't looked them up. I haven't seen either of those either. Well, I have seen Frozen, but I wasn't. Yeah.
Nancy said 44% lost track of time. And Buggy said he's a great singer. Swoon. Oh, so is he like in the commercials, the guy with the hat? Because I've seen as like a singer, I think, like with a hat or something. You can tell I paid a lot of attention to the commercial, but And Breezy says, hello,
Hi, Breezy.
everyone. Closing up at work. Only 1 hour to go. Getting there, getting
Nice.
closer. And Mel said, Hannah, he's cute. I think I have my DVR set to record it. I don't understand. I don't know what that's for. Sherry says, I'm loving to read Leslie Jordan's book. So he must have a book, I guess.
Oh, like
Yes,
a biography
oh,
or autobiography. Okay.
Nice.
Crazy says, LOL, haven't left yet, Tiffany. So they hadn't gotten to get the TV.
Oh, she said she was back, so I thought meant okay.
And Hannah says, guess who's back? Back again. Cozy's back. Tell a friend. Mel says, yes, Hannah, I know it's hard to believe, but I've been known to get chatty from time to time. And Buggy says, same, Melmac, if you can't tell from my videos, I'm pretty chatty. Okay, so Cozy says, okay, guys, see you later in the Discord. Have fun. So she must have gone on the television hunt now. And so Jane says, first world dilemma. I'm undecided on what to buy with my Audible credit. Mistborn, The Final Empire, or Agatha Christie Bind Up. Well, we know what Mr. Francie would say.
I mean,
I would say the Christie
Christie's
Bind Up.
amazing, but-
Oh, Storm, you're just doing that.
I loved And Then There Were None, but you know where I stand with The Final Empire.
See, even Hannah knows.
Hannah knows.
She'll tell you to get Mistborn.
Yeah.
Jerry says, switching to physical book, Milo Spec, Accidental Agent.
That sounds funny.
Is that a middle grade book? It sounds like a middle grade
It sounds like it's a middle grade title.
Mel says, I don't think I could ever be a guest co-host. Everyone would be like, shut it.
No, that's not true. We'd love to have you.
Exactly.
Yeah, anytime. That would be fun.
That's what mutes are for. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Oh my goodness. I'm totally kidding.
And it says, could you imagine both of us on the live? One of us would get kicked out.
Oh,
Oh, and Bev wants to read Leslie Jordan's book as well.
is it a biography or autobiography? I'll have to look.
Mel said, Mr. Francie, and then there was none, is my favorite Agatha Christie. There is a BBC adaptation that aired a few years ago that I recently found out about. I'd like to see it. The trailer's on YouTube.
Oh, I'll look
I
it up.
think
Thank
I
you so much,
watched
Mom.
part of that. I think I watched part of it before I decided I should read the book first. And then I never went back.
As I said in my monthly wrap, if you love Clue, you will love And Then There Were None. It gave me such Clue vibes. Tiffany
Love
looks at me.
Clues.
I will admit to being like a little bit bored with it and everything. And I was like, well, it's okay. And then the ending, and I went, 5 stars.
Yeah. That ending's so good.
And she can do that quite well in some books. She does that really well.
Oh,
Mel said I would definitely be kicked out or at least put on mute. So then there's talk about what you were doing, and you were playing with your dog.
Yeah,
And
when
then-
when he starts to pull his Eddie where he sits in front of me and just stares. There's a certain thing that if I start singing to him, anyways, it's a trick he does.
It gets him excited or
Yeah.
And Anita says I am 41% on 41%
Nice,
of my
Anita.
book. Cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And Cajun
Ooh.
finished the book. Yay!
Oh,
Finished the book.
That's awesome, Occasion.
Hannah says I'm switched to my phone. I didn't read much during that sprint.
Gotcha.
Mazda has 41 minutes left.
You are close.
Melanie's got 20 pages. Kevin
Excellent.
just finished editing the video. Final length 23:16. Started with 51 minutes of raw footage. Whew,
Wow.
that was good editing then.
Well done. Yeah.
I have a hard time like just letting it go and knowing that I can edit it out, and stuff. So for the longest time when I first started, I would like, I gotta start over. Because I'd mess up. And I'm like, you can edit it out. Just take a breather and then start in again and then edit out.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure that one out. And I
I
still
think
like
everybody does it at first, like just starts over the video and
Yeah.
then until they kind of get the hang of like,
and then
Oh.
you look at it and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm already 30 minutes into this, but it's like, no, there was like this length in between that once I edit it out, it's not gonna be as long.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
And Jane said, finished Murder in the Muse, 4 stars overall. Murder in the Muse was the better story of the 4.
Okay. 4
Hmm.
stars.
Ambergen
Yeah.
finished short story, gave it 3.5 stars. Now adding my new purchase from Kindle to my Goodreads. All right.
Nice.
Nice.
Come on, buddy.
And Jessica Ann says, I worked on my bullet journal. That's Brent. Cool.
Excellent.
Mel says, I got no reading done during that sprint. Sarcasm, seriously, not productive.
Oh,
Is that like a broom or something? Was she cleaning?
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait, is that champagne and a pop? Maybe I think.
It
Well,
might
we
be.
know what she was. She's
I don't-
drinking during that sprint. That's what it said.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Nancy says at 53% made good progress.
That's awesome,
Nice,
Nancy.
Nancy.
And Kevy says elderly lady
Okay.
isn't spooky at all, even though it's from the killer's perspective. It's incredibly cozy.
Okay.
Oh,
That sounds really different.
Yeah.
and so different. Yeah.
And Mel said elderly lady is up to no good. Could be the title of Sophia Petrelli.
I love it. Yes.
It's picture it, Sicily.
Exactly.
That's hilarious, Momac.
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds, I did see, because like where I got like this shirt, so people were making shirts and stuff and selling them and things like that. And there was this one booth, they had one and it said, thank you for being a friend. And it had Betty White on it and it had from her like birth date to death or whatever across it. So somebody made up one of those. I was like, that was cool. I was like, I thought of Tiffany as soon as I saw that. I was like, Tiffany shirt. It's a Tiffany
That
shirt.
is cool. Kennedy, when is your birthday?
11 to 19% in, ordered dinner, and made my birthday wish list.
We need to know when the birthday is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nancy said, probably won't get my March journal done until Monday. I've kind of busy weekend ahead. And yeah, I was busy today and forgot all about like wrap up stuff. So, it'll get finished sometime. And Mel said, Hannah, Prince Han was a jerk. I'm more of a Kristoff kind of gal. He's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree.
And Jessica says, Mel, I also a Kristoff kind of gal. It's been so long since I watched Frozen, and I've only seen it once. So. Hannah says, Hans is a jerk, but I found out Santino was Hans from watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Oh, okay.
There you go.
And Mel says, knowing you can always count on me for sure, that's what mute is for.
Keep smiling. Keep shining.
That's it.
And Nancy said, no,
You are
Max.
so funny. Oh my goodness.
And James says, I watched
Oh, I
Clue so
love that
many
movie.
times. It's a fun movie to put on while I'm doing something else since I've seen it so often. I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Yeah.
And
So
Sherry said 59 pages read. Yay.
Nice, Sherry.
I almost finished my book. I always appreciate the sprints.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Nancy said, I love the game Clue so much. Used to play it with grandkids and also as a young person, great game, I think. Yes.
It was my
same.
favorite game growing up.
Yeah, I like to play
Same.
it. And Buggy said, Melmac, I think the mute button was created for us. Well, if the mute button fits, right? Oh.
So just watching Tiffany there.
Exactly, Storm.
If the shoe fits.
Exactly, Storm.
And Mel says, that's plausible theory, Hannah. Hamilton says, I feel that, Melmac. I'm very gregarious. Boy, we are getting out the big words. Hannah said, just got dinner prepped. Lazy lasagna again. You all must really like that. It's a champagne bottle celebrating being sarcastic. Oh, okay. Gotcha. LOL. I wasn't drinking during this.
Nothing wrong
We're
with
a chatty lot. And Nancy, I love Sophia. She and Rose are my favorite characters. Yeah, they were my favorite characters.
Yeah.
And Buggy says, Melmac's been letting me know that Gigi's on Hallmark, so I've been watching. Yes.
Nice.
Love it.
Hannah,
Love
do you is it where is it? Isn't it on is it on Peacock or anything like that?
It's on Hulu.
Hulu. Do you have Hulu? I was gonna say, I know there's like a place where it's on, like I thought all the time.
Yeah, Hulu.
Hannah says, I want to be Sophia when I grow up.
Yes.
Yes.
Mel, I love Clue movie. Awesome cast.
Yeah, it's
Very
a
much
fun movie.
The only one I can think of.
Oh,
I did it. I got Mistborn. I will get the Chrissy bind up next month.
I was waiting for his reaction. I was like,
Yay! Oh, so happy.
If the mute shoe fits. Yep, exactly. Nancy says, I think the mute button applies to us at some point. All at some point, yes.
probably. You are probably right, Nancy.
And
Come on, Bubba.
Jane says, it's a 24-hour audiobook. It's going to take me a while to listen to it.
The audiobook is
It's worth
24 hours?
Mhm.
Holy
It's
moly.
Brandon Sanderson.
This one is
Brandon
48 or no, 49 hours.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
A 49-hour audiobook. So
Wow.
Brandon
Wow,
Sanderson doesn't
Storm.
write short books. So they're always around 500 pages or so or more. So
Shoo.
yeah.
Hannah Storm keeps running over. Guess we're not the only chatterboxes. Ha ha ha. I just was figuring we were probably about to the end of it, ain't it? Like about your bedtime, Tiffany.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to do, but I am getting really tired.
Me too. I'm gonna go to bed right after this too.
See, everybody's tired. Yeah, because I've had a long day too. So. And Jane says, love your reaction, Mr. Fancy.
I know, I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, she did it. She did it. And then I was like,
Yeah, looky there. Sherry says, maybe Mistborn can be my next big book.
Mr. Franklin's very happy right now. Yay.
Yes, Cage. That's why I say Gone with the Wind's 49 hours. It's a chunky one.
I can't even fathom that. If I'm going to listen to 49 hours of a book, it better be the Bible. I'm just letting y'all know, just saying. Just want to throw it out there.
Well, I will say it's not as big as The Count of Monte Cristo because that one was 52 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
and I did do that one all in 1 month, but I was like, whew, with all the other reads that I had, I'm like, I'm taking my time with this one. So.
Whew.
And Nancy says, we watch the Golden Girls every night at dinner and alternate with Mary Tyler Moore. Yay, Miss Bourne.
Yay,
love
Miss
you,
Vaughn.
Nancy.
Kevy says, gotta go now. Y'all. Bye, Kevy. Hey, Sarah. Says, if I'm spending a credit on an audiobook, I much prefer it to be a long. That is
Fair.
true.
I mean,
I
that's
love that.
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Sarah, I just
Okay,
emailed you, by the way. Off topic, but I just sent
Yeah.
you an email about 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, somewhere in there. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I noted. I looked down. I was like, somebody sent me something. I had 2 messages.
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
just a
like,
link for
I bet I know
tomorrow.
what
It's
it
nothing
is.
like.
I
She
thought
said she might join tomorrow for sprints. It's gonna be so exciting.
so cool. Nancy says Brando has long books and audios, but well worth it.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Miss Vaughn is half the size of any of the Stormlight Archives books. So if they're 24 hours, then Stormlight Archives will be 48 hours easily, if not more. Yeah, Stephanie. They're massive books. They're bricks, basically.
Well, just think it's fantasy. Fantasy's always got these long old books.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tiffany
I
has to
will.
leave the party or she'll turn into a pumpkin.
This is true.
Pumpkin time.
100% true.
And Nancy says, me too, Sarah. Agree about the long books. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Kennedy says, my birthday is April 8th, next Friday. Happy early
Okay.
birthday, in case we don't see you Friday, but maybe we'll see you.
Yeah.
KB says, thanks for the sprints, everyone, and thank you, Mr. Francie, for the genre video. Loving the series so far.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for the suggestion, KB. I appreciate it.
And Jane says, somehow we got the Count the Monte Cristo read too. Yes.
Yeah.
We did it. And some happy
That's
birthday. Oh, and Cajun says Domestic Diva number 13 is on sale on Kindle for $1.99 if anybody wants to.
Is that the newest one or no? Because I need the newest one. Is number 13 the like? Never mind. I'll look for. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. See, my pumpkin is starting to like shrug.
She wants to know if it's the newest Domestic Diva book because she needs to read that one still.
Like the one that hasn't come out yet, though.
Yeah, the
like
one that hasn't
one
come out.
just come out. Okay.
And Mazda says, I have the Bible on audio and it's 98 hours.
Yeah. I actually have an audio. I have an audiobook version of it too, but it's on cassette tape.
Wow.
I have an
that's-
app on my phone that I listen to every night before bed. So I just listen to a couple chapters or so and then.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
Because-
Nancy says, I love big books. The bigger, the better, in my opinion.
Nice.
Depends on what it is. And it's funny because some books can be long and I think, oh my goodness, is this book ever going to end? And then there's others that are like even longer than that. And I'm like, I'm loving this book. So it just depends.
Mhm. It depends if it's filler or not. I completely agree
Yeah.
with you, Stormy. Yeah.
And Mel says, we know it's true, Tiffany. We've witnessed the transformation.
I'm sure you have, because it's
And Jane says, Nancy, we love big books and we cannot lie. I was thinking that myself. Mel Max pointing at the pumpkin.
this,
But he says, hello, Jane. I have that on a shirt. And Kennedy says, thank you for the happy birthdays. And Cajun says, no, number 14 is out and number 15 is coming out later this year.
okay, so I'm all caught up. So I'm waiting on 15. Okay. All right. Never mind.
Reading Rook, totally agree. Bunch of pumpkins. KB says, oh gosh, I need my books to be no more than 500 pages.
I'm with KB on this one.
Well, KB, this one is double that.
Mhm.
I'm with this one. But I don't venture out past the certain genres I read. So like if
So
a
you don't
romance
have to worry.
if a romance needs to be more than 500 pages, just break up. I don't care. Don't work it out.
Yeah.
Don't. You should have worked it out by now. I'm done. I'm over it.
You'll see if you watch my
Imagine.
whenever I get it edited, my last for March, I finished Undercover Couple by Barb Hahn, and it's a Harlequin intrigue. And I didn't know that they did like a series or whatever. I'm like, I guess I should have read more where it says a continuation thing, but it didn't end.
No,
Oh.
They didn't get together, and here I'm thinking, oh, I really like this. We're gonna have this, and I was like, what? And it says
okay.
read more in the Newlywed whatever, and I was like, no.
Okay. The only thing worse than a romance book that needs to be more than 500 pages and they still haven't figured it out is a book 2. No.
This
Go
has
your
four.
separate ways. Clearly,
four.
no. I'm not for it. Not for it.
It has 4. Well, they're like agents. I think they're ATF agents or whatever, and things like that. And so like the first one's Undercover Couple, and then you have Newlywed Assignment, and then there's The Man and Wife something, and then there's another one. But like I'm like, it takes 4 books for y'all to get your act together.
Yeah, no, see. Mm-mm.
No, Tiffany's not having it.
I don't have time for the nonsense. No. Mm-mm.
Wow. Yeah.
Like you were talking about in your video the other day, Mr. Francie, about the third act breakup. If it's got to be 4 books later, I don't even know.
No. The potential for how many breakups over 4 books. Oh my god.
Exactly. See, yeah, see. Well, and yeah, they can be intimidating too, Kennedy. I also agree with that.
Says big book scared me.
Yeah. Very much so. I have a 1,300 page book behind me that's been on my shelf for a year because of the page count. It just keeps intimidating me.
Yeah. Tiffany shouldn't read Twilight Saga then.
I'm good. I won't. You're right. Okay, I feel like the Outlander's different. I feel like that's like more than just a romance, though. I feel like it's like an epic story that goes along with it. It's not just that the romance can't work itself out in my head. That I feel like that's different. But
okay,
just saying.
Yeah. Well, and that's the reason the 1,000 pages for Outlanders. The reason I haven't tried it yet, because I'm like, I don't know. That's a big romance, but it is a lot more like historical fiction / romance.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot more going on than them just like the romance not working itself out.
But it was a Harlequin intrigue, and it shouldn't have to be 4 books. Just
exactly.
And I said that, and I'm like, I'm like, here, like, I was like, spoilerly rant. Well. And I'm like, just in case.
Oh gosh.
And she said, I love the Outlander too.
No.
Isn't Outlander
spicy?
Oh, that's a pepper. I was trying to figure out what that was, but it's a pepper. Okay. Yes. I think it is kind of spicy. Sherry says 24 weeks till I get Mistborn, but I put it on hold. It's gonna be a while. Put it on hold.
That's a long hold.
That's a long hold, yeah.
And Nancy says, and Ladies of the Club is like 1,300 pages, and I've read it twice. Wonderful book. I love sagas. But the sagas are kind of that. Sagas are big old chunky books, because I mean that's kind of like what this is. It's kind of like it's a saga. It's a big old chunky book.
Yeah.
Look, I know you like this book, Sarah. I'm attempting Gone with the Wind.
Outlander is very spicy.
It's very spicy. Yeah. What is that? Hannah Pepper? See, that's what everybody's like. What is But it's well written. And it's like a romance that never ends or whatever. Because how many books is there in the Outlander series?
Yeah, there's.
Oh,
yeah.
I think she's still writing them or something. And KB says, I put Death Notes on hold because I have all in one edition, and it's 2,400 pages. Just looking at it makes me nervous, but I can get through 6 volumes a day easily if they're separate books. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And Cass says, I'm
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Christmas has come early.
I'm number 59.
I'm
Wow,
so
there's
happy.
a lot of holds on this book. There's a lot of
Yeah.
holds. Wow.
Yeah, he's very popular. So yeah. I have the first few Outlander books on my bookshelf in hardcover. They're almost too heavy to hold and read. Yeah. Yes, Gone with the Wind's my favorite book of all time. See, I knew that. I know she talks about it, said she's read it I think 8 times. I even think I've been listening to your podcast, and I think I heard you mention it on there that's like one of your favorite books. So that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Sherry says it was 45 hours long, and I read it along. That
For many reasons, that's wrong. No.
Amberton says KB Death Note is a manga. There's a whole different kettle of fish. I can read those really quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cajun says, "Oh, Ladies of the Club, that is a memory. I remember I liked that one. I read it in high school, college." Yeah, that one was Melissa from Library and Labradors was reading that one, I believe.
Oh.
And Nancy says, now 9 books. I have them all on Audible. Got them as they had great sale they had. Yeah.
Nice.
Baby says, there's so much tourism in my area because of Gone with the Wind movies. Oh.
Where are you?
And KB said, where are you? Around Jonesboro. I used to live in Hopkins. Not long ago. I thought that's what you meant. Yeah, because you read it last year, I believe.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago that she did it.
And Amber just says, y'all missed the Mistborn trilogy was on sale 3 weeks ago on Kindle. I bought it immodestly. Also, the second trilogy.
Also, the second trilogy? Oh, my goodness.
Okay, stupid autocrat. I was wondering. It's like, yeah, she bought it immediately.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow.
Brandon Sanderson's one of those that I'm afraid to try because I don't know if I would like it. I'm not a fantasy person. My fantasy, I stick with like middle grade fantasy.
Yeah. He has a middle grade fantasy series, but I didn't like the first book in that series because it breaks the fourth wall a lot. But I would recommend The Emperor's Soul. I think it's about 150 pages or less, so it's really short and gives you a good idea of what he's about in a short book.
Okay.
But yeah, most of his stuff is really long.
Baby says, Ambergen, me too. If they weren't all in one edition, I would probably be finished by now. But the side of it drives me away. Yeah, big book and be like, oh no.
Yeah, I agree.
Nancy said, "It's the story is great. Why does length matter, Tiffany? That's for you."
If the story was great, it doesn't. But my whole point is, if a romance has to be 500 pages, I'm not talking like an epic romance like Gone with the Wind or Outlander. I'm talking about like
one of them spicy, sexy things.
A straight up like Harlequin or something along that line. There's nothing wrong with those books. I love romance books, but it should not take 500 pages for there to be a meet, a greet, we get together, and an ending.
She doesn't need her motorcycle and sports romances to be 500 pages.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so just straight up romance. So I get what you're saying. It doesn't matter, but I don't think that those books are meant to be big epic books. My motorcycle romance, like it should be able to get it together in 250, or I'm done because I'm like.
Hi, Lee. She said, sneaking in to say hi.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Baby says she's in North Little Rock. Okay. The Old Mill is a popular area from the movie.
Okay.
And Virginia autocorrect makes me look more stupid than if I were just left my regular.
Always. That's all. Everybody. I agree, Melmac, 100%.
Yep.
And it corrects it to the dumbest, most. I'm sorry, but autocorrect just.
Oh, that's a good deal. She said the first trilogy wind up was $3. The second one was $5.
That is a very good deal.
Highly, you may have been blamed for something that I didn't do.
By Hannah. She didn't add that part.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's the one that said it was me.
By her. You may have been.
Sarah.
Oh my goodness.
Now she's like, she's going to take back the offer to be on the live tomorrow.
No. No, I'm so excited for you to be on the live show. That's what mutes are for. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm getting
If
slapped.
all of a sudden you're talking and nobody can hear you, she's pushed the button.
I'm totally kidding. I'm getting slap happy because it's past my bedtime.
Yeah,
She's
it's
forgiven. It's pumpkin time. Yeah.
oh the movie. Uh-oh, what happened?
What happened? Hannah.
Whereas I
Okay.
may have said that you were Ducky for yeah. Yeah, that's what you said. It wasn't me, it was Lee.
Well, you know what, Hannah? I'm very proud that you took accountability. Even though I may have.
Lee says, OMG, the bookish knitter is here. I feel like I'm standing next to a celebrity.
Right?
Yeah,
I
right.
know. I know.
It's all good. I'm just a baby. I don't know what you're
Oh my gosh.
Past pumpkin Tiffany is funny. Oh, what? The bookish knitter would be the books are.
What oh my gosh.
Okay, guys. Bill says, through the good times and the bad times, always be by your side forevermore. That's what mute is for.
Keep smiling. Keep shining. No, and oh, sorry.
KB says,
Hit that mute
highlight
button.
of my day. Y'all need-
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and with that, we are done. We are at the end of the comments. So tomorrow
right.
at noon. Sprints after dark.
Sprints after dark.
And Anderson says, "Oh, okay, that's my one dirty joke."
Yeah, what
See
like
what you miss, Lee?
see?
Exactly.
One Friday you're gone and all heck breaks loose. Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, my
okay,
goodness.
so
Oh goodness.
live on Tiffany's channel tomorrow at noon for the scavenger hunt, the punny titles for cozies.
Honey
Ooh,
titles.
Punny.
All right, everyone. Good night, everyone. Thanks for the last storm. Thanks for the invite. It was so much fun.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.